Well, guys, day 7 of the winter cut. That's crazy. A week ago, I started the channel. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, it would have been right because we switched up the day for leg day. But today's legs. We're gonna get a full leg day in and not skip out on silly excuses like, oh, the machine wasn't open. We're not gonna be using those today. We're gonna be doing the best of our ability. I hope the microphone doesn't have as much of that noise that it normally does. When I dropped it yesterday onto my lap, and actually it sounded better than when I had it on my hat. So woke up this morning, and went back to sleep. I'll be honest, I didn't wake up till like 1 o'clock, skipped school. It just felt like a waste of a day. I made the excuse that my stomach hurt, and just to get out of school. Hopefully my mom doesn't see this, and if she does, I'm in trouble, but shaved the beard a little bit. I trimmed it down. It was getting a little long and kind of funky looking, so I know it's November, but it gets annoying to have long hair like that. I think I had a dog in his car. I never understand people who have dogs in their car. Like, that's just an accident waiting to happen. What else is going to happen besides that dog getting in the way? And is this a Hellcat? No. Not even close. That was a waste of time. Why did I look? Anyways. I missed out on the trade today. 4-cent difference in the high and low in trade today that I could have made. I am looking for a new platform to trade on because I have a limit on my current account that's kind of annoying, and it keeps changing. Yesterday it was $5,000. It's a $5,000 limit. This morning it was only a $2,000 limit. And when I tried taking out my account, when I tried cashing out, it didn't let me cash out, which is quite BS if you ask me. I don't know. It makes me mad. I need to stay up on my social media, my Instagram, because the real world gives you a schedule, a posting schedule, what you're supposed to post on what day, and I'm not going to be able to get over it if I don't get over now. And I just need to buckle down and hit every single mark. I'm hoping that if I follow them word for word, then I will succeed. And that's my goal. It was frustrating today. I was telling myself I wouldn't continue to go and get the loan. And I just kept kicking myself in the foot. And I did the math on a low average, on like a 2-cent raise a day, which it fluctuates a whole lot more than that on this specific coin. On a low average, I think I did 3 cents difference. If I can get it at, $1.08 and sell it at $1.11, that's a 3 cent. If I can do that on average every day, by a week, by like 2 months, I think I'll have paid off the $5,000. I'll have doubled the $5,000. But I got to find a platform that I can do it on. Unfortunately, the U.S. has limitations on there, so a lot of platforms won't even let me because of my IP address is in the U.S. It seems like everything lately has been getting to my head. I saw a BMW X6. One of the brand new ones. That's the SUV. It was like a smaller SUV. It whipped past me. Just straight piped, absolutely roaring. Wasn't even straight piped. Come on, lady, let me get over. It looks like it's like $80,000 for an X6. I don't have everything that I see that is something I don't have. I'm not lusting over it, but it annoys me. Like right there's a Range Rover, absolutely beautiful Range Rover. That's another $80,000 car. Here comes another BMW. This is an older one, but thing's hauling. I want to get to the point where stuff like that is pocket change. I don't have to worry about that money anymore. The church I go to already has a lot of wealthy individuals that give a lot of their money to the church. And so our church is well off, and I want to be up there with. I want to be one of the people that keeps my church going. It's all very aggravating that I don't have it yet. But I keep praying about it. And Lord willing, if I keep praying, it'll happen. So by tomorrow, I'm going to find a new platform. That way, when I go in and apply for the loan, I can get solid I can make a solid decision on where to put that. Woke up at 1:30 or 1 o'clock today, moseyed around for an hour and a half, and then got ready to go up to work. And I'm sitting there for 10 minutes, and the boss comes in and says, "Yeah, you're all good. You can go home." Kind of annoying. Calm down, dude. But I guess it's what I get for not going to school. Figure I have 10 school days. 10 days. I don't know if it's a quarter or semester that I can miss. If I use those up, if I use them wisely, I can use them to learn, to take classes on the real world instead of taking on school classes. guy going so slow? He's going like 50 on the highway. Why? There wasn't even any traffic. Yesterday, that water was stinking cold. Again, why are you now going 65 again? Oh, maybe there is traffic. Do I get off? Nah, we'll just eat it. Just cut our losses. Be more time to talk. Was I saying? Yeah, everything lately has just been aggravating me because I'm not to the point where I want to be yet. Yesterday was just as much of an encouragement as it was a disencouragement with physique changes were encouragement, but monetarily, sure, doing just as bad as ever. Wednesdays we're allowed to go out to eat for lunch, and I planned on staying back so I could eat my meal. That way I could stick within calories. Right now, doing pretty good. Without doing any cardio today because it's legs. But we're going to do abs just because I enjoy abs. No, I don't enjoy abs, but I want abs quite seriously. And abs are something that you can work every day without having an issue. My abs are quite sore because I've been quite strenuously working them. But that's a good thing. And we're going to do 6 exercises. I don't know if we're going to start off with compound squat, with regular squats, or if we're going to start off with isolations. Either way, we're going to get a good freaking leg pump in today. And calves. We're going to do calves. We're not going to skip out on calves today. Even though my ankle is top notch, I got my brace, so if anything goes wrong, we can slap the brace on, call it good. Thinking about not changing, but my title for the series is Winter Cut, and my other series is taking an ice bath every single day for the next 100 days. I think I explained this on one of the last videos. But I think I'm just going to take ice baths until my show, or until spring break, or my show, or whichever one comes first. My spring break will come first. But I think if I end up taking ice baths on my spring break trip in the tropical area, it might go viral. Just if it's something a little bit different, right? Because everybody does their ice tub. Well, what if I go grab a trash can in Puerto Rico, go back, buy $50 worth of ice, slap it in they have like oil drums where I stay. for trash cans. I'll just take the bag out, slap some ice in, fill it up with some water, and then take ice bath there, take a video. Problem is we won't have access to our phones because they take them for, I don't even know why they take them, to keep us focused on the mission trip or something. I think it's a little bit silly, but I see why they do it, because if we're there to help others and to become better friends, phones definitely get in the way. If we're all sitting in a room and we all have our phones, chances are 50% of us is going to be on our phones rather than talking to each other. So I think that aspect is part of it, is a good part of it. However, for instance, there are some kids who need to contact home, or who need to, keep up on emails. On my Mexico trip, I snuck my computer because I was trying to work on wholesaling real estate. That was the thing at the time that I was trying, and I had to send emails. Ended up losing a couple deals because I didn't have immediate response. So I think there should be a set time where we're allowed on our phones. And if Kevin, if you're watching this, it's not up to me, obviously, because I'm not in charge. And so I kind of just have to listen to what the leaders say. But I think there should be a little bit of room for leniency, almost. If somebody has a genuine reason to use their phone, I think there should be a set time where you're allowed to. For instance, if I'm trying to trade stocks while I'm in Puerto Rico, well, I can't do that because I don't have a computer and I won't have my phone. Hopefully, I will have, at the time, gained enough money. This sounds terrible, but where I can say, hey, look, here's the money. It's lunchtime. Let me just use my phone real quick. Just trade some stocks. We'll call it good. Another thing, sort of unrelated. Since I'm in school, when a big fluctuation in the market changes, I wish there was a way to get it on an indicator on a watch. And I don't have an Apple Watch. I don't have any kind of smart watch. But if I did, it'd be nice if literally just 3 things on the screen: market price, what it's going for, buy and sell button. And that way you could it'll go off when it hits a low, you buy. It'll go off when it hits a high, you sell. Just like, it'll be that simple. You don't have to worry about getting in trouble for being on your phone in class. You just click it, call it good. But I don't think there's technology like that out there. And nobody that trades stocks full time needs it, really. I don't think. Because I would be using it for, like I said, in school or on trips when I don't have access to my phone. But not everybody has those things. But we're at the gym. Looks pretty empty today. Maybe we'll get a few leg exercises filmed. Not super worried about it. But I guess I'll see you guys inside. Well, guys, this is the best angle we're gonna get. We're gonna warm up. It's just with 135. So squat super heavy. I like to squat deep. So all the way down. I'm on my heels, resting on my heels. And I'll do that because when I get up to the higher weights, I feel like my form isn't as good. And I'm not going for strength right now. You know, squatting heavy is definitely good for you. It's a great exercise. I miss squatting heavy. Can't wait to squat heavy again. But for now, lighter weight, heavy reps. I'll jump up to 225 after this, but for now we're going to start with. It's the first time I would have been squatting in a couple of weeks since my ankle injury. So. So, see you guys in the next exercise. Doing calves now. Did 315 for 2 deep set squats. Calves on the old press machine. But leg extensions, but that's being used, so we're going to have to wait for that one. We're doing leg extensions. Gym's pretty crowded, but I'm trying my best to get somewhat of an angle. Just one quick set. I don't really have a lot else to say, really. I think just see what we can do. Some of this for now, I think. Call that for now until the next exercise. Well, guys, day 7 just about done. I freaked out because between one of my sets, I went and deleted some of the videos, some of yesterday's clips, because if I keep them on my phone, it ends up just, oh man, that's some lightning. It ends up clogging up my phone. And it's already on YouTube, so if I need to watch it or screen record or get something from it, I just get it off of YouTube. Today was a good day again. Another good day. A nice squeeze. Like I was saying on leg extensions, I started seeing some striations. Striations are always, for me, striations and veins are such a huge encouragement. It is really thundering out there. Not thundering, but it is lightning all over the place. I don't know if you guys saw that big one, but like I was saying, striations and veins are a humongous motivator to me. It's so satisfying to see that I'm finally getting down. I mean, it's day 7, and I've been at like what, probably 1,000 calories less than I normally do. First 2 days, I didn't even, whoa, buddy, careful. The first 2 days, sorry about that. The first 2 days, let me make sure this thing's on. Yeah, it is, okay. The first 2 days worth of the winter cut, I was still at 2,900 calories. And actually day 2, I went over. Because it was a Friday weekend and I wanted to. But the first week that I've kept it under 29, I've really kept it under 2,500 calories. And already it's a crazy amount of fat loss. I'm really excited. When you're talking about getting bigger or getting lean, the 3 biggest things you're going to notice is striations, veins, and stretch marks. If you're skinny going to fat or skinny going to more muscular, you're going to see a lot of stretch marks. If you're bigger and you're going down in weight, you're going to see a lot more of striations and veins. And those are markers that are letting you know you're doing good. Keep it up. Super encouraging. My goodness gracious. And now imagine if it was colder and this was all snow. That'd be rough. And I've seen both, actually. I've seen a growth around my shoulders, in the front of my armpit, and on the back of my armpit I see striations, which means my lats and my shoulders are growing, which is encouraging, and my chest. And then I've seen the shoulder vein, shoulder striations, chest striations, and now leg striations. All of this is super, super encouraging. I don't know, I don't want I'm just gonna put the microphone down on my lap again for now. So, little funny story. I decided to go down the street to it's called Temple Fitness. I said I go to Fusion Fitness, not the big Fusion one, not the big $1 million one, but just a small town gym. And I went to the one down the road, and they're not a weightlifting gym, they're more of a they've got a bunch of punching bags, stuff like that. And I'm looking, depending on what the schedule is like for it, to do a little bit of MMA. I used to wrestle back in boarding school, and I sort of missed that sparring aspect. And another thing is, if I can get good at sparring, there's an aspect there to gain some, not fame, but gain some recognition. So the way I look at it is, if you don't ever start, there's never a chance. So if I don't ever start doing MMA, there's no chance I ever get into the big league of, say, MMA. Like UFC level. There's no chance if I don't start somewhere. Just like if I want to go pro NFL, there's no chance if I don't start, if I don't at least try out for the college team. There's no chance. So if I'm trying then there's a chance. It might be a small chance, but there's a chance. I think I saw a statistic done by Ohio State that said 1 in a million college athletes go pro, go NFL. So if you think about it, yeah, you have a lot of kids in college. You do. But you don't have a lot of college athletes. Say you have 44 players on your football team. That means one of them has a chance of going pro. Now, it's like point zero something, but to make the numbers make sense, one of them has a chance to go pro. But if you think about it, really, 1 in a million is still more of a chance than zero. Because you're not going to get anywhere if you don't try. So, long story short, I went to the gym. I think that was my dad. I am so appreciative of people who are just positive, super nice. I walked in. The guy said it was $60 for, I think it was like $60 for a month. I'm thinking that's twice what I paid for a gym membership. I'm still planning on going to the gym, so this would be like a side thing. I don't really want to pay $60 a month for 2 days a week. And they aren't 24 hours. But this guy, so nice. He goes, I explained to him, no, I kind of want to get back into MMA sparring. Wanted to see if I could go do some competitions. And he says, oh, here, let me just hook you up with this guy. He used to work with us. He has his own team. And I was just like, what? Wow. Like, thank you, first off, a lot. He just gave it. I didn't pay for anything. I didn't even ask him, really. And he just, kindness of his heart, just gave me this guy's number and said, here you go, man. I really hope you do good. Man, those kind of people we need more of those people in the world. But long story short, I'll probably text him. I'll probably call him when I get home. Just to say, hey, got your number. I don't want it to conflict with any basketball. Because I want to finish basketball. And basketball, I'm not planning on playing basketball for the rest of my life. I'm not that good. I don't need to be that good. So that's not the avenue that I'm going down. But at the same time, this is my last year, my last opportunity to build relationships with my friend, with the team, really, and uplift some school spirit. So, if I get a chance, some Saturday I don't have work, or some Friday night that we don't have basketball, or it's after basketball practice, and the guy's like, hey, there's a sparring match if you want to go to. I'll say, heck yeah, dude, I'll be over there. It's a little bit farther of a drive, I'll admit. It's all the way in Hastings, which is about a half hour from my house. But it's a way in. And come competition, I don't know what the rules are for non-pros. Because I don't know if I'm going to be smashing people's faces like they do in UFC. I don't know that I want that just yet. I mean, if it gets me to where I want to be, yeah, I'll smash people's faces. Not out of spite, not because I don't like them. But I guess it's better to smash somebody's face in a competition than out on the street where I go to jail for it. And I guess really just, it's kind of cool, be a cool experience. I used to wrestle in high school, or used to wrestle at boarding school. I wasn't the greatest, but at the same time, I also wasn't in the best shape. I was new. Nowadays, And every time I see an MMA move on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, I save it. Click save it. Because I don't. Because one day it could pop into my head. Like there's one where where if you're sparring with somebody, grab the back of their head and put their face into your knee, and 9 times out of 10 it's a knockout. And if I'm on the street someday, something like that happens, maybe, Lord knows, that move will pop into my head and it could save my life or somebody else's life. I nowadays like to choose not to revert to violence. However, I know that when you get out in the real world, not the real world, but like when you're an adult in the real world today, some stuff like that happens. And better to be prepared than not, in my opinion. Goodness, it is dark and it's only 6:30. It's like midnight dark. It's raining, midnight dark, and I think there's a package in the mail. Let's go look and see if that's my shirt that I've been missing for a couple weeks now, and I can't see. Maybe that's just my messed up mailbox. But yeah, the lightning is quite proficient. I think we went the opposite direction of the storm, but now we gotta be careful. There's some spiders that like to live. Nope, nothing in here for me. Some spiders that like to live in my mailbox. Pretty big ones. I don't know. I'm gonna pray about it, just like I'm praying about the loan. And I don't want that to become just the next thing. You know what I mean? For instance, the wholesaling real estate, I tried that for 2 months. Tried hard. And nothing came out of it. So after 2 months, I gave up. I said I'm going to focus on school. And then it hit me that. So just a little quick showing you guys what I'm doing. Only got one of them open before I get on it, but I want to show you guys before my hands get dirty. So I have this chicken breast that I cut in half, or I cut in half so it's thinner. Poked holes in it. Got my lemon pepper and cayenne pepper mixed up. A little bit of olive oil. Not a whole lot. We don't want to fry. We don't want this chicken to get fried in the pot. But we're gonna rub that through both sides. Take a good coat. Unfortunately, this lemon pepper is more pepper than it is lemon, and I forgot about that. Get that nice and coated. I'm gonna need a lot more. And then we're gonna go get a pot, put it on the stove, cook it low for a while. But until then, see you guys later. So just a little update.
Talking to myself.
We got the slow cook pan here. Just gonna show you guys a little bit how I'm doing it. So cooked it slow. Hold it. Let's see if I can hold it just right. Take the knife, chop her up, just into thin slices. That way we can see if it's cooked through or not. Grab it. Check under the light. It's not quite cooked yet. Throw it on the high heat pan. The high heat's gonna cook it the rest of the way and give it a little bit of a singed barbecue flavor.
Go ahead and put that stuff in the middle, that way I know which goes where. That's good. And for these guys, all the ones that I already had on the singed pan. Starting to smoke a little bit. Not trying to get Mom angry with all the smoke in the house, so I'm going to hurry up and get this done. So for these guys, just a quick check. Looks good. I like it a little bit raw. Rawness. Not raw. Just a little bit juicy yet. Gives a little bit more protein. So we put it all in there. Then to top it off, got our Sweet Baby Ray barbecue sauce. Just because that's what I always use. The only brand we buy. We're gonna need some more, but throw in there, mix it up, call it a day. It's actually a pretty good recipe. If you guys want to try out, let me know. So once you do that, you got this beautiful 5 pounds of chicken. Nope. That should last me about a week. About a pound a day. It's pretty delicious if you ever want to try it. Make sure you singe it really good. Otherwise, there'll be liquid buildup on the bottom, and it just takes the flavor out of the chicken. So, I guess if you guys want the recipe, comment and I'll give you guys the recipe. But let's see you guys an ice bath in the ice tub. This is day 5, taking an ice bath every single day for the next 100 days. It's a chilly 42 degrees Fahrenheit out tonight, and the water is quite chilly. We're gonna do 3 minutes in the ice bath today, guys, and like always, we're gonna enjoy it. Timer set for 3 minutes. We're gonna jump right in. Start every morning with I can instead of I have to. We often see our opportunities as burdens. Instead of saying I have to go to work or I have to go get my car fixed, say I get to go to work and I get to get my car fixed.